beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought I would do like a chit chat, get ready with me. You guys just watch me get ready. I don't really have any plans today. I am actually going to be making content today. So I'm going to shoot a YouTube video that you will see after this one, and then I'm gonna create some content for my Instagram, like some outfit posts. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So I'm getting ready for that. So yeah, we're just gonna get ready. So if you have something to do today and you need to get ready, then hey, let's get ready together, girl. Okay. So we're just gonna jump right into it. So I'm going to be using my NARS foundation, and it's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I am in the shade Tahoe. So I haven't used this in a while actually, because it's super thick, but it's got good coverage. So I need that today because I am so sleepy and just tired. It's like 9 something in the morning. I just haven't really been able to sleep all that well here lately. I don't know why. You know, it just is what it is, you know. So how are you guys doing? I know that a lot of people right now are still out of work, and you know, with the whole pandemic and all. So just, you know, wondering how you guys are doing and getting through this. Because you know, we tend to forget, or we don't tend to forget, but we just like to block things out, you know. I think that's kind of what I've been doing here, which I guess is a bad thing. Just been kind of blocking out everything that's been going on, just so that it's not so heavy on me, you know, because when things are going on, and especially difficult times are going on, I mean, you just need to, you try to do things to kind of, you know, keep yourself preoccupied so you're not just constantly thinking about it, which is I guess a tactic or a technique that I've been kind of doing here. But sometimes you just have to address some issues, you know. You have to address, you know, the issue and the problem and what's going on, and not pretend that it's not there, because you know you'll end up blowing up. So sometimes it's good to just to kind of get your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions out, so that, you know, it's not bottled up inside, and then you mess around and you'll explode at any given moment. So yeah, so I guess that's why I'm asking, you know, how you guys are doing during this, you know, everything that's going on. How are you coping? And you know, if you're not coping with it well, what are you doing? You know, are you talking to somebody about it? Because it's important that, you know, you get those, you know, frustrations out and, you know, talk it through. So, and you know, I'm not a therapist or anything, but I just know from personal experience that when I bottle things up and just, you know, like I said, don't, you know, get those emotions out, then it just explode, you know, I explode. So yeah, so I hope that you all are kind of getting through this whole difficult time. And you know, I didn't think that this whole thing would last as long as it has. Like, I don't know, am I the only one who thought that this would just be over by the summertime? You know, we just go back to, you know, normal, and, you know, our normal everyday activities, you know. And I don't know why I thought that. You know, I guess I was being hopeful. You know, I'm still hopeful, but I wonder, was I just being naive? You know what I mean? Like, thinking that this was just going to be over with in the summertime. It's like it's a pandemic. I mean, first of all, a pandemic just doesn't go away overnight, you know. You know, I don't know. I was hoping things would go back to normal, and I think things tried to go back to normal, but then, you know, we as a society didn't do what we were supposed to do, and now, you know, the whole, you know, coronavirus numbers, cases are, you know, going back up. So yeah, it's just difficult to talk about. And you know, I'm a nurse in a hospital, so nurses tend to be very stoic about things, just because we've seen so much. And I've been a nurse for 16 years, so I've seen a whole lot in my career, but nothing like this. I've never seen anything like this, you know, in my lifetime. you know, not just as a nurse, but in my lifetime. I mean, I've gone through 9/11. I've gone through, you know, different wars that have happened. I've gone through dial-up. So I've gone through, you know, been through and seen and experienced a whole lot in my lifetime. So nothing like this, nothing that actually shaped and changed the entire world. And it's scary because we don't know what the outcome's gonna be. All we can do is be hopeful. All we can do is be, you know, I don't know. All we can do is just pray for the best and hope for the best, and just, you know, pray that you don't, either number one, pray that you don't get the virus, you know, and it's, you know, and then pray that your mental health, you know, will be intact when this is all said and done, because it's affecting people's mental health, because we're not able to do the things that we used to do. You know, we're not able to go the places we used to go. We're not able to socialize with the people that we used to socialize with, as far as getting together, you know. And I didn't realize how important that stuff was until all of a sudden, you know, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't that big of a deal to me at the time, you know, socializing, because I'm an introvert. You know, I like to be by myself at times, but I realized that that social interaction and that human connection is important. I'm gonna use this Tarte Shape Tape, and I am in the shade Tan Deep, which is 47S. And this might be a little too light for me because I've gotten dark, and I think my NARS foundation is a little too light, but you know, we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna put some on my eyelids too, because I don't know, I don't know if I'm gonna do eyeshadow today. You know, I'm not that much of an eyeshadow girl. I went back and looked at a recent I think my summer makeup tutorial I did. I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh my god, that looks so bad. You know how you just think in your head, you're thinking something looks good, and then when you do it, it's like, nah. I don't, you know, regrets, right? We all have regrets, and you know, that's one of my regrets, that I don't think I blended it out as well as I could have. Anyway, but yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, I hope that you guys are doing well and making it through it. And if you're not doing well, you know, talk to somebody. You know, whether it be, you know, a therapist, or you know, a religious. If you're you know, a religious person, or a faith person, a faith-filled person, then, you know, speak with your, you know, spiritual leader, whoever that may be, and, you know, just talk, you know what I mean? And just get it out. Don't let it, you know, intensify inside of you to the point to where, you know, you'll think that, you know, what's the use, you know, all hope is gone, you know what I mean? And because all hope isn't gone, you know, I just refuse to just believe that this is it, that this is how life is gonna be. I refuse to believe that. I'm gonna remain hopeful regardless, you know, and I think that's what you really need to do, is just remain hopeful and just believe that things are gonna get better. And so, all right, I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer on, because my dark circles are just peeping through. So I'm gonna put a little bit more, and I'll probably regret this later, because found, you know, concealer, especially concealer this thick, like the Tarte Shape Tape, it's gonna crease. It's gonna crease under my it's gonna crease. But anyway, I gotta cover these dark circles up, honey, because they are peeping through. All right, that's enough of that. Let's put on, let me set all this. And to set my makeup, I'm gonna use this SACHA Buttercup setting powder. I actually need to order some more of this. I'm almost out, because I use this, and I also use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, but this kind of gives me like a yellow, gives me like a yellow kind of tint, or yellow, you know, color to my face, because I do have yellow undertones. So I like the yellow kind of tint that I have with this powder, but I'm just gonna put it under my eyes, and really I'm just gonna put this all up in my face actually. So what are like you guys as far as like the restrictions? I know a lot of you aren't from the US, and so what are guys your restrictions? Are some of you guys still, you know, in lockdown, or some of you, you know, your restrictions been lifted? Are you able to, you know, go out to different places now? Of course, I'm sure that you probably have to wear a mask wherever you go, but you know, are you able to go to places? And I mean, are places like opening up where you are? Because I mean, here in the US, we have places that are opening up and that are open that we can go to, but the restrictions, you know, I don't know. I guess it's kind of difficult to kind of weigh in about whether or not you want to go somewhere, because you want to go somewhere, but you also want to be able to really enjoy yourself. But then, you know, there's this looming on, you know, that something's looming on you, like, what if I get the virus if I go, you know, to, you know, I don't know, to the mall? Or what if I get it if I go to, you know, an amusement park? Because I know a lot of the amusement parks are opening up now. I live by Six Flags, you know, here in Georgia. I live in Georgia, by the way, and they have opened back up, but I think you have to make a reservation. And so obviously the park is not going to be full to capacity like it used to, but yeah, you have restrictions. So I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I want to be able to go enjoy myself, but I don't know if I want to risk it, you know, because I know my kids, they've been bored out of their minds. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow palette by Huda Beauty, and it is the Topaz Obsessions palette, and I use this in my summer makeup look, I think. Yeah, I did, because I used this color here. So I am not gonna recreate that look. I feel like I should redeem myself because I think I'm pretty good at doing makeup, but yeah, that makeup look, I really feel like I should have blended it a little bit better, or maybe added a different color, but oh well. And I'm not gonna take it down either. I'm gonna leave that video up because you know, it's just inspiration. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not a makeup artist. You know, I love to do makeup. I find it very relaxing. I just love to get made up. So I'm not gonna delete the video. But you know, it is what it is. So what was I saying? Yeah, so my kids, they want to go to Six Flags, and because we go every year, because I get season passes, and we go we go basically, sometimes we go twice a week, during the summertime. And so we haven't been at all because I've just been contemplating whether or not, it would be safe. I mean, I'm a nurse, so I know better, right? Like, you kind of get that in your head, like, oh, you know better, you're a nurse, you know better. But at the same time, I also know how to be safe, like, if anything, I know how to be safe, and to make sure that we're washing our hands, and I'm nothing but safe when it comes to that. I make sure my kids wash their hands, and are sanitizing when they should. So yeah, I'm nothing but safe when it comes to that. So, but yeah, I don't know. And they're getting ready to start that school, so it's like, I think I'm gonna continue to use this palette. I'm gonna use like this golden shade right here. You can see I use that a lot. And I'm gonna use this Urban Decay eyeshadow brush that I got in a Urban Decay palette. I can't even remember which palette I got this from, but anyway, I'm gonna use that to pack on this golden color. Oh yeah, that's pretty. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about, you know, my kids being entertained. But like I said, they're going back to school, so maybe they'll forget about it and just be like, you know, whatever. But they've been staying pretty busy at home, so doing activities at home, so and they understand. They're old enough to where they understand that we can't go anywhere because of the coronavirus. Like, they're, you know, of age where they understand things. So I can only imagine parents who have kids who are, you know, really young and don't understand why they can't go anywhere, why they're stuck in the house, you know, because kids need to play, and, you know, and they know it's summertime, and they're probably used to, you know, going to camps and things like that. And so I'm sure, you know, I just can imagine parents who have kids who don't understand that, you know. It's just, you know, it's just hard. So yeah, so we all are kind of in the same boat when it comes to, you know, a lot of things. And so it's all we can do is just be there for each other and just help each other out and be a little bit more patient, a little bit more kind, you know, because we all are going through this, you know, ordeal together. And it's easy to forget that we all are going through this together, and to get selfish and to think that, you know, I'm the only one that's going through this. Well, no, everybody's going through this. You know, everybody's having a difficult time, you know, getting through this. Some more than others, you know, some are having a more difficult time, more so than others are. And that's why I said we should definitely practice being more kind, which is why the whole, you know, the whole racial injustice and, you know, police brutality couldn't have come at a worse time. I mean, it's not like it hadn't been happening, but, you know, now it's just kind of exploded. So it's like we're dealing with the whole pandemic, and now we're dealing with the whole, you know, racial injustice. Yeah, we're dealing with the whole racial injustice issue now. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my brows. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I am in the shade Ebony, and I'm just gonna use this to fill in my brows. But yeah, it's just a lot to deal with right now. And for me, you know, I rely heavily on my faith, and, you know, I believe in God to get me, you know, just keep me sane, and to just get me through each and every day. And just trying to stay busy and trying to stay focused. I think that's what's getting me through it, because, you know, I try my best not to, you know, get so consumed with the news, because I already have to go to work. I go to work 3 days a week at the hospital. So, you know, I do that 3 days a week. So, which is stressful enough, especially when you're not even getting hazard pay. You know, and that's a whole different conversation for another day. I'm not even gonna go there. But to have to work in a hospital, and, you know, I guess it's not as bad, because in a hospital, you know, people are getting tested. Well, most people are, because some people refuse to get tested. But at least, you know, in a hospital, you kind of know what you're dealing with. But at the same time, I don't want to come home and have to look at the news and see, oh, you know, all this going on. It's just, it can be too much, and it can be too, you know, yeah, it can just be, you know, just depressing, and, you know, can lead you into, you know, deeper depression and anxiety, and, you know, wondering, you know. So I just try to not, I just don't even watch the news. Like, I try not to even watch the news. You know, I try to keep myself preoccupied doing other things besides watching the news. If the cases are going up, and, you know, I hear that based off of, you know, talking to, you know, my husband or whatever, but I don't get that from the news, because I just, like I said, I just try to keep myself, in a place where I'm just not even gonna even keep up with it. You know, it is what it is. You know, I have no control over it. I can only do my part by going to as few places as possible, and then when I do go somewhere, to wear my mask, you know. So, but I guess my message to those of you who are struggling and, you know, having a hard time coping with what's going on, I guess that's my thing is, you know, try your best to stay busy, you know, find something to do. You know, I did like a whole blog post on, I think it was 21 activities to do during quarantine, to keep yourself busy, because that's really, I think that's also the key, you know, your faith and your hope and your belief that, you know, everything is going to work out. And then also staying busy, staying active, you know, finding alternatives to do, you know, to what you know, so normally accustomed to doing. You know, just staying busy and staying active. So I'm going to link that blog post, and I may do a video on it, but I will link the blog post in case you want some ideas of what to do during quarantine. I will link that blog post, but I think I may do a video on it. All right, so next I'm going to, let me bronze because I need some dimension to my face. And I just use this, it's very old, this Maybelline New York 360 Fit Me Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade Mocha. And I've hit pan on this. As you can see, it's well, not very old, but I've been using it for a while. It's kind of like a bronzer to kind of, you know, add a little bit of dimension to my face and a little bit of color to my face. So it works just as good. You know, you don't need to necessarily purchase a actual bronzer or something that's, you know, labeled as a bronzer. You can just use a darker foundation to bronze. So that's what I did because I couldn't find, you know, a bronzer at the time. So I was like, oh, well, there's a dark foundation. It looks like it could be a bronzer. So that's what I did. And I'm just using this e.l.f. angled blush brush to bronze. But yeah, so if you are in need of some activities to do, like I said, I will link that blog post, but, you know, stay busy, stay, you know, active. You will get through it. You will get through it. There have been times where I thought I couldn't get through a situation and I thought, you know, this is the end of the world, you know, what's the point? And I got through it, you know, I made it through it. I got over it, you know, and I think that's the main thing, is to know that, you know, you can get through this, and it's not the end. You know, your life is, you know, worth so much to a lot of people that, you know, if you were to, you know, take the alternative and, you know, decide that this is it, I don't want to deal with this anymore, you know, then, you know, you would hurt a whole lot more people than you think. You know, I know some people think, oh, nobody cares. You know, like I said, I've been there before and thinking nobody cares, but people do care. You know, they may not ever say it. And that's why I say we need to be a little bit more kind, you know, we'll be a little bit more, you know, less selfish, you know, less selfish, not more selfish, but less selfish. And, you know, check on people, you know, because you just never know what anybody, you know, people are going through. So if you were to just say, you know, forget this, I don't want to deal with this anymore, then just understand that there are people who would miss you, who do care about you, who do want to see you do well. You know, they may not ever say it. And I think we feel like, I don't know why we do that. We feel like if we tell somebody that we care, if we tell somebody how much they mean to us, that it's going to make us weaker or make us seem or look some type of way. I don't know why we do that. A lot of us do that. We just feel like nobody would, you know, benefit from us just checking on them, you know, but a lot of people would, you know. You'd be surprised, just, you know, telling someone or calling someone or, you know, checking on someone. You'd be shocked of how much that would make their day, you know. I'm gonna do my lashes now, and yeah, I gotta put some falsies on because I have some horrible lashes. And I'm gonna be using the Ardell 113s. I'm kind of blown out, but these are the Ardell lashes, the 113. I get these off of Amazon, and sometimes I get them at like Walgreens if they have them, but you know, Amazon is basically where you can get those lashes. So I'm just gonna apply my lash glue, and again, I use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, or I'm gonna coat my lashes with this glue. All right, so while that band is getting dry, I'm going to, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna put some eyeliner on to hide the band. So I'm gonna use my favorite Tom Ford eye defining pen, and I got this in the shade 01 Deeper. So, or I'm gonna line my lash line with this liner. But yeah, so definitely make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You know, do those things that bring you joy. You know, do things that can keep your mind off of the heaviness of what's going on in this world, because yeah, you can get through it. You know, you're stronger than you think. We tend to think that we're not as strong as we are, but we realize that we are much stronger than we think when we go through things that seemingly can't, can't be, mastered, or can't, be, defeated. We feel like we're defeated, but we realize how strong we are when we go through something and we overcome it, because I think that's the best lesson in life, is when you overcome something that you never thought, or that you didn't think that you would overcome. And that shows your strength right there. So, all things, as the Bible says, work together for the good. So I'm gonna keep on believing that, and as long as you keep believing that, then, you will make it through this, and you will get through it. And we all will get through it, together. So I'm gonna apply my lashes. I think my glue is dry. One thing that I found myself doing that just recently started to do more of is, the YouTube. I started my channel about, I want to say a year or two ago, but I wasn't consistent with it, so then, the pandemic happened, quarantine happened. So I thought now is a perfect time for me to be consistent with it and consume myself in it. And I've enjoyed it. I realized, this is my new passion project. This is my new, I guess, hobby. This is my new, side, gig or hustle or whatever. Because I have had my blog for 2 years. I think I got my blog and my YouTube channel at the same time. And I think, it was just difficult. It was difficult in the beginning to do both of them and try to have a life. So I was mostly doing my blog, but then I realized that I enjoy doing this more because of this, it's more, I know it's still, you're not, physically talking to somebody, or not physically, but you're not, face to face talking to somebody, but it's something, a little bit more similar. It's not just writing something and you're not seeing who you're talking to. This is, you actually see me, you actually can interact with, a person, you see the face behind the blog, you see the face behind, the person that's typing, so that's why I think YouTube, for me, I like it better than I like blogging, although I like blogging because I get to write. But I like YouTube because, you're able to see the person that you're talking to, or the person that you're following. You can see them. You realize and you can see that they're an actual person. So yeah, so I've enjoyed every minute of doing YouTube. It does not at all feel like a chore, or like a job. It feels like, you know, it's something that I enjoy doing and something that I can see myself doing for a while, you know, as long as I'm able to. So, but I said all that to say is, you know, find you your passion project, find you something that you love and do it a lot, you know, find something that brings you joy, you know, find something that, you know, sparks that, you know, flame inside of you. Because we all have gifts, you know, we all have abilities, you know, it's just about you tapping into what it is that you're good at and doing it a lot, you know what I mean? Find something that, you know, you love and do it, you know, and it just may be something that, you know, only you know about, that's just, you know, between you, you know, nobody else may be able to see it, but as long as you're doing what you love and you're doing it all the time, then that's all that matters. And that can, you know, definitely help get you through difficult times, is doing something that you love. I'm gonna apply this mascara by IT Cosmetics, and it's the Lash Blowout. I've been using this a lot lately, really because I'm just trying to use it up so I can, you know, find a different mascara or open my other mascara. I don't like to have like different mascaras open up at the same time. I don't know, that's just, I don't know if you guys are like that too. I just like to use up what I have before I open up something else. But usually, really I just use this to put on my false lashes. I don't even use this on my regular lashes. All right, so now the last thing I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna line my bottom waterline. I think I'm gonna line it, and I'm just gonna be using this STILA, what is this? The STILA Smudge Proof or Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. So I'm gonna use this to kind of smudge underneath the waterline here. So I like doing that because it just really just outlines and just really makes my eyes pop, I think, is why I like to use that. Some people will put like eyeshadow. Yeah, I just rather just put like some black, you know, liner there and just, you know, call it a day. So now for lips, what are we gonna do? I think I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie, and this is by Kat Von D, and it's what is this? The Lolita Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. I'm gonna use that. I really do need to get some new makeup because I have like a whole bunch of oldies in here. But you know, if you like what you like, then, you know, why get anything different? If it works for you and you like it. But yeah, I love these liquid lipsticks. So that is it. I think the last thing I'm gonna do is set my makeup, and I'm just gonna use this MAC Prep and Prime, and it is in the coconut, I guess, scent. So it's the MAC Prep and Prime, or Fix Plus is basically what this is. So another oldie but a goodie. Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, so that is it. That's makeup done. So I am ready to shoot my content. So the next video that you'll be seeing will be a Shein shoe haul. I purchased some shoes that I've been wanting. Not necessarily from Shein, but they are exact duplicates of shoes that I've been wanting that have been selling out. So I found them on Shein. So yeah, you know, it is what it is, girl. Shein is just budget friendly, and they do the best, but they do the best dupes. They really do, for affordable price. So I had to go in there and I got some shoes. I, you know, don't need any more shoes, but I enjoy it. That's another thing. Like I said, if you enjoy something, then you just, you know, you do it. You know, I enjoy shopping. I enjoy, you know, finding deals, you know, so that's what I like, you know. It is, you know, it is what it is. I love to shop. So that's it. So, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, the next video you'll see is a Shein haul, and then I think on Friday I'm gonna do like an outfit inspiration or outfit idea video. So yeah, so that's what you'll be expecting from me, or that's what I'll be, you know, putting out this week. And then, you know, also follow me on my Instagram, because like I said, I make content for that too, mostly just outfits, but I also post like inspirational things over on my stories as well. So yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you got, you know, some sort of, you know, pep, you know, to get you through your week, or just to get you through this whole, you know, coronavirus, you know, pandemic. Yeah, so yeah, if you need to talk with anyone, you know, please do. You know, don't take for granted what talking to someone can do for you. You know, leave me a comment down below, you know, how you feel and how you've been feeling, and, you know, we can just, you know, we can chat that way, you know, because that's one of the reasons I started my channel too, is to help people. And this is probably the best way to do that, is, you know, on social media. You know, social media can be good and it can be bad, you know. So, you know, I like to use it to help people, and not, you know, just show my life and, you know, show what I got and everything, you know, because people like to see, you know, stuff like that, but they also will need help too. They need someone that can help them get through their life, you know, and not just posting, you know, random stuff. You know, it's good to post, you know, stuff that is helpful. So that's also what I want to do, is, you know, to help people. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you got something out of it, and some, you know, inspiration out of it. And follow me again, like I said, on Instagram. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel, because it really helps me out. So I will see you guys in my next video. You know, have a wonderful day. All right, guys, bye.